So today on Tortured Poets Music, I'm going to be showing y'all what my Orange 35 RT sounds like with all my effects pedals off my HeadRush. If you just take it straight in without a amp clone or an IR. Right now I'm taking it into the front of the amp. You can see that my amp right there is turned off. See, it's on, off. It's my IR right there. It is currently off. It's back on. I'm going to turn it off. And then you can see right here we have to the front of the amp. Alright, let's see what we sound like. Okay. Now let's see what it'll sound like when I turn the amp and IR back on. We'll start with just the IR real quick. So this would be a Celestion Creamback 412 cab emulation. Alright, so that's just the IR. I can hear a difference in it just alone. I think the 35 RT has a 10-inch voice of the world in it. Alright, now we're going to add back the amp clone, which, if I'm not mistaken, this should be my Rockerverb amp. Yeah, it's a Orange Rockerverb 50 Mark III amp clone from HeadRush Cloud. Alright, we need to go up here and cut the volume back on the clean channel on the amp, seeing as how we're running this way. I'm not used to that. Okay, so you can definitely hear a big difference in that. So give me just a second, and I will move it to the, I think it's the send. It only works one way if you're not 4 cable in it anyway, so yeah, there we go. There we go, I got the right one. Alright. So if we turn the amp and the IR back off, so we're going to turn the Rockerverb and the MKIII Creamback clones off, and we're just going to run directly into the back of the amp, the 35 RT, and this is what we would get. Actually, we ain't getting nothing. Hardly at all. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm having to crank the volume way up. I don't know if there's something in the gain levels going up and down with my pedals or something. I have some issues with that. But either way, if we turn the IR back on, alright, and then let's kick on the Rockerverb Clone again. Ooh, we're gonna have to come back out of the volume on basically we've run through all three, running the same exact effects. The only thing that we changed was the amp settings. Like I said, we turned off the amp clone and the IR, so the cab emulation on the HeadRush, and then it basically pushed everything at first through the preamp and the power amp, and then we tested it with a emulated amp on top of that with the IR and the amp, and then we went directly into the FX loop with just the amp, which we had to crank it way up for, and then we added the IR back, and then the amp again, the Rockerverb amp.